Hello guys, welcome back to Rydon Academia. We are still on our series on the laws of indices. Alright, and today we're going to be looking at the fractional power law, alright, which is our fifth law. Okay, the fractional power law talks of when a number is raised to a fractional power. Okay, so we take the numerator of the fraction and make it the power of the number, and then the denominator of the fraction becomes the root of the number, right? So what I'm saying is this: let's assume that a is a number, okay, and a is raised to power m over n. All right, now this is a fractional power. Okay, everything about indices refers to the power, not the whole number, but to the power of the whole number. Okay, now so m over n is a fraction. So in this case, what this is telling us is that we take the numerator, which is m, and make it the power of a, whereas we take the denominator and make it the root. Okay, so it becomes the nth root of a raised to power m. That's what our fractional power talks about. So we're going to be taking some examples we'll be solving together. For our first example, I'm just going to give something very simple. We have x raised to power 2 over 3, alright, and this is still raised to power 3 over 4. So this is our product power law, and we're asked to simplify, alright. So in simplifying this, we want to expand our bracket, meaning we have to multiply the power. If you've not watched our videos on product power law, on division law, and the multiplication law, please do well to look at them so that you can follow us, alright, on where we are now. So expanding this bracket, we will be multiplying. Okay, we have 2 times 3 to give us 6, or if you don't want to multiply, you can just divide. Alright, since there is 3 here and 3 outside, numerator against denominator. Okay, numerator against denominator, and you can see 2 is common, so we can divide by 2 to give us 1, divide by 2 to give us 2. So we'll be having x raised to power 1 over 2, right? But if you don't want, you can still multiply numerator by numerator and then divide later on. You still be having the same answer. So when we get to this point, fractional power law applies. Simply the square root. Okay, square root of x. Either you put your 2 or you leave it blank. But if it were 3 or any other number, you have to put it here. Alright, mind you, this is different from like this. Alright, when you write it a bold number, like, it means it's another whole number. Right, you are writing your power, it should be little and it should come in the square root. Okay, so this is going to be our answer. Now we'll be taking an example. Okay, so we are given that 8 raised to power 2 over 3, all right, plus 8 raised to power 1 over 3 divide by 8 raised to power 2 over 3 minus 8 raised to power 1 over 3. Alright, and we are just asked to simplify this also. We're not really looking for any unknown, but we are simplifying this. Alright, like I said, using our fractional power, we are going to be making our numerator the power and our denominator will become the root. Okay, so what we'll be simply having from here is the cube root. Okay, now I'll be putting my 3, alright, very little 3, of 8 square plus the cube root of 8. Alright, don't forget our 3, divide by the cube root of 8 square minus the cube root of 8. Alright, so this is what it really means. So we'll be working on this very quickly. Now what this really simply means, our cube root of 8, if you check it, is 2, right? Because it's 2 times 2 times 2 to give us 8. So the cube root of 8 is 2, and then 2 raised to power 2 will be giving us 4, right? Then here is the cube root of 8, just 8, so we have 2. Okay, the same thing here, cube root of 8 is 2, 2 raised to power 2 will give us 4, and then similar thing here, we have 4 minus 2. Alright, so this is just going to be simply 4 plus 2 to give us 6 over 4 minus 2 to give us 2. So our answer is going to be what? 3. As simple as that, right? Alright, so we'll take our last example and then we'll call it a day. Now we are given that x is equal to this okay, sorry, is equal to 9 times the square root. Alright, now this is different from the 9th root. Alright, this is a whole number. 9 times the square root of 9x raised to power 1 over 2. Alright, and we are asked to find the value of x. Right, now this square root extends to x raised to power 1 over 2. Okay, so in getting that right, we are going to be bringing in our fractional power. Alright, since there was no number given in the square root, it means it's a square root. Okay, if there was a number given, then we'll either be taking fourth root, third root according to the number. Alright, so since it is just that it's a square root, so we'll be having 9 multiplied by, alright, 9 raised to power 1 over 2, which is our square root, okay, the fractional form, and then also multiplied by our x raised to power 1 over 2, which is this one, but still multiplied, right? Or I'll use in brackets, but still multiplied because of the square root, another 1 over 2. Okay, so we're going to be expanding this. We have x to be equal to 9. Now we have this, the power here is 1, right? And then since the bases are same for just these two, the bases are same, so I'm going to be adding their power, 1 plus 1 over 2, right? Then multiplied by this, by product power law, we'll be expanding that, we'll be having s raised to power 1 over 4. Okay, now we're going to work on this. We have x is equal to 9. 1 over 2, our denominator is going to be 2, and then we are having 2 plus 1. Okay, we have x raised to power 1 over 4. Very quickly, we also have x to be equal to, this will giving us 9 raised to power 3 over 2 multiplied by x raised to power 1 over 4. Now, since it is multiplication, okay, for we to get, we want to take x the other way around, but x here is a coefficient, so we are going to be dividing both sides by our x raised to power 1 over 4, so that we can collect like terms. Okay, I want to take our x the other way around. Okay, so we'll be having over x raised to power 1 over 4, so that this can cancel this, and we're just left with a whole number. Okay, alright, so we are having x divided by x raised to power 1 over 4, and that's giving us 9 raised to power 3 over 2. Okay, this is our division, so we have to use our division law. We are having x divided by x raised to power 1 over 4 to be equal to 9 raised to power 3 over 2. Since it is division, the power here is 1, the bases are same, so we subtract, right? So we have x raised to power 1 minus 1 over 4 to be equal to 9 raised to power 3 over 2, right? Now let's work on that. We'll be having the power, the denominator will be 4, this will be 4 minus 1 to be equal to 9 raised to power 3 over 2. Alright, 4 minus 1 will be giving us s raised to power 3 over 4 to be equal to s raised to power 3 over 2. Now, in order for us to get x, alright, like I said, this simply means, this fraction here simply means that our numerator is going to be the power, right? Going to be the power, and our denominator will be the root. Alright, now in this case, if we want to find x, we have to take we have to take the power of, like we'll be taking the root, the cube root of x, and we'll be raising x to power 4. Okay, if we bring power 4 here, the power will cancel the root. Alright, and then we'll be taking the cube root as well. So what we're going to simply do is this, we will just be multiplying x, the inverse. Okay, that will be multiplying by 4 over 3, so that this will become 1. Alright, if you see the power is 3 over 4, we are multiplying by 4 over 3 to cancel the power, right? So we multiply both sides by 4 over 3, so that we can get 1 at this point. So x raised to power 1, alright, 3 will cancel 3, 4 will cancel 4, we are left with 1. X raised to power 1 will be giving us 9 raised to power 3 over 2 multiplied by 4 over 3. Alright, now 3 will cancel 3, and then we are left with 4 over 2. 2 will go here 1 and go here 2 times, right? So we are left with x to be equal to 9 raised to power 2, and 9 raised to power 2 is equal to 81. So if you follow this step by step, you will be able to follow us. We are able to apply some rules along the way, alright, to make our work easier and faster. So we have come to the end of this section on our fractional power law. If you've not subscribed to our channel, please do so. Follow us for more videos. Click your notification button so when new videos drop, you'll be notified immediately. We hope to see you in our next class. Thank you.